Good morning, everybody. How are you today? Today is Sunday. I forget the exact date. It might be the 22nd of February, and it's kind of a pretty day. I'm coming down here with a wheelbarrow load of feed for the chickens, and I thought I'd show you what kind of chicken feed that we like to buy for them. It's a little bit on the expensive side, but I think it's worth it. So let me show you. All right, there it is. It's organic, and it's soy free. Costs about $27.95 a bag, 50-pound bag, and that's what we feed them because we think it's very important to feed quality products not only to ourselves but to our animals. Ready? What a great morning it is. We had a little bit of a snow shower earlier, some snow flurries. Now it feels like the sun wants to come out, and it makes this greenhouse up to about 50 degrees. It's quite comfortable in here, and I'm enjoying it. I actually set up this chair, and heck, I mean, I could bring down a bottle of water and a cup of coffee, and I could stay on here all day. You can see how high the snow is right there. It's not as high as it usually is. During a normal winter, it'll get up to about here. This is the 5-foot purlon, but heck, we'll take it. About another month or so, and we're going to be, about 3 weeks. We'll be planting our greens in this greenhouse. Last winter, our chickens, the ones you can probably hear, you can hear them out there, they spent the winter last year in this greenhouse, and they had a great time. It was really nice. But I wanted to show you that bag of chicken feed because that's what we buy for chicken feed. It's organic and it's soy free, and we pay the extra dollar. We do without something else so that we can afford organic feed for the chickens, because we feel as though that soy free organic chicken feed translates into a better quality egg. So that's what we do. Odd thing happened though when I was at the feed store getting the paying for the feed. I was behind a lady, and I had my cash out. I knew approximately what it was going to cost me, so I had a 20 and a 10 out. This thing cost $27 and change. I was behind a lady who was buying a couple packages of seeds that came, I think, to $4.65, and so she was getting her plastic card out. She was going to use a debit card to pay for $4.65. Oh my goodness! So I said to her, "Hey, you don't have any cash on you? Here, take this. That's all right. It's worth it. Why don't you use cash, not your plastic?" And she looked at me like I was a nut. Like, what's wrong with using plastic? And so many people are just using their plastic, whether it's a debit card or a credit card or whatever they got. You've got Apple Pay, you've got Google Pay, you've got Samsung Pay, you've got Galaxy Pay. It's all this pay. Take some cash and pay for it. I don't know. I guess I'm old school, but to me, use cash. And I'll tell you something else. If we don't start using cash more, you mark my word, they're going to take it away. They're going to take your cash away. And they're just itching to do that. And you know something else on top of that? 90% of the people out there won't even care. They'll be glad, because they can use their smartphone to pay for whatever it is that they're buying. $4. Get a bag of potato chips for $4 or whatever. They're going to use their smartphone or their debit card to pay. You're going to lose your money, folks. You're going to lose your money. And then what are you going to think? You know, you're going to start crying because, I'll tell you why. The governments will start, they'll be able to turn off your money. When we go, and what's going to happen, by the way, I'm hoping to run out the clock. I mean, I don't want to have a death wish or anything. I'm in my 70s. So, but I might be able to run out the clock on this one, but they're itching to take away your cash because then they control you. They can control you. They can tell you what you can and cannot buy. You think I'm crazy. I know, I can tell. You think I'm crazy. But, you know, what did they do in Canada during the trucker strike? They shut people's accounts down. And when you go to all cash, then that $20 bill, or if you have a stack of 20s under the mattress, it's not going to do you any good. Because you're going to be at the mercy of not only the governments, you're going to be at the mercy of the power grid. What happens if the power goes down? Down in North Carolina, when the power grid went down, nobody had any money. It became a huge problem. Nobody had cash because everybody's used to using their debit card. It's going to be a nightmare, folks. It's going to be a nightmare. But I'll tell you what, it's coming. There are some countries already who have gone to an all-digital currency. And if we don't start using cash more, we're going to lose our currency too. Then our masters will take us to an all-digital currency. I hate to see it happen. So, I mean, we use cash all the time. Unless I'm buying something online. When I buy fabric, for example, I like to sew. So if I buy fabric, the local fabric store doesn't really have much to offer me because I use historical fabrics. And so I buy from a couple of different vendors online. Then of course I use my debit card for that because they're too far away to drive to. But I mean, if I'm going down to the grocery store for our weekly errands, I'm using cash. Go to the ATM machine first. In my case, the ATM machine and my bank has a branch right in the grocery store. Some people, they don't have that. They have to go to the ATM machine first and then circle back to do whatever shopping they want to do. And it's a pain in the neck. I know it's a pain in the neck. But I make a point of doing it because I just know that if we don't use cash all the time, they're going to take it away. Another thing I even do, you're going to think this is a crazy one, but the more you follow this channel, you're going to see that I am a crazy one. I pay the property taxes with cash. We don't have a lot of property. We just have 18 acres back here in the woods, so it's not worth a whole heck of a lot. And our house is just a cabin out in the woods. Our property taxes aren't very high, but nonetheless, I collect $20 bills all year long, put them in an envelope, put them under the mattress, and wait until tax day in August. And then I go down, give the lady the invoice, and I just 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. And I just count it all out. And they take it. You know, it says right on your $20 bill that it's legal for all tender. And all, I mean, it's what, in the Constitution, it's what they wanted us to use. So, I don't know. I'm just hoping folks would just use cash more often. But I got to get back to the house now because I got some sewing to do. So, if you stuck with this video this long, I really appreciate it. Maybe I'll have some more rants. I don't know. We'll see. But, okay. Take care. Thanks for watching.